Hey guys, this is Persephone and this has been another video for the Hermit Tarot. Now, I am doing a video that's focusing on the next 48 hours. Let me just zoom out a little bit so you guys can see all the beautiful cards that I'm placing. Now, Taurus, this is your next 48 hours. Today is June 25th. Today is Thursday. Even though I'm focusing on the next 48 hours for the Zodiac sign, I do want you to know that messages can be fluid and general, meaning that when you receive this message is when you're meant to receive this message, okay? Another thing, I am running a contest for a free personal reading with me. All you have to do is subscribe and leave me a comment. The comment has to specifically state that you are interested in participating in that contest. Okay, guys? So right now, let's get to your reading. So I'm pulling a 3-card pull for the next 48 hours. Whoop. And this is going to be Taurus for the next 48 hours. I hope you guys are having a wonderful month. In the month of June. June went so fast. We're about to hit July soon. Okay, guys. So, Taurus, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords reversed, and the Page of Swords reversed. What does that indicate to me? Taurus, right now, you have been thinking of the possibility or the opportunity to maybe suggest a new project, suggest a new idea. This also could mean that you have a young person or a person of some sort of immature personality coming to you with a new proposal, a new idea, right? The Queen of Swords is usually, it's reversed. So what that means that it could be the project seems so out and so far out of reach. It could also mean that the right communication just hasn't been really used, right? You have been You either are dodging this person, or this person is just the way they're communicating, the way they're coming at you, you're not really feeling it. The Page of Swords, again, indicates that you're either dealing with an air sign. So an air sign is usually Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Now, the Page of Pentacles is an earth sign. It could be that you're dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. The Page of Swords, again, it's usually the opportunity of communication. It's usually meaning that someone is kind of dealing with secrecy or spying. Maybe someone who has the qualities of kind of being like a little bit of vindictive. But reverse, this is the more evil side of these qualities. Usually it's something that either you're not going to be ready for the communication that's coming in. It could also be that maybe a lot of you have been dealing with maybe a job loss or some sort of disconnection with someone that you have been communicating with. Because this is the Page of Pentacles, I have to think of maybe like a job opportunity that kind of fell through. It could also indicate that maybe a project fell through because of failed communication. I also see that maybe someone was not being as honest as they could have been when it came to what was actually being disclosed. Maybe some of you as well have been dealing with someone who owes you money or who's requesting money from you. If you have children, Taurus, it could be that one of your children is actually coming and stating to you that they need help. They need help because of a job loss, or because of school, or because maybe they're going through some financial burden. It could also indicate that maybe you are the one that's asking for help, and you're not really receiving any of the help. Maybe some of you are still waiting for unemployment, but a lot of us are going back to work, so that's a great thing here. Let me just get some clarification cards so that I can see exactly what's happening here. So you have Casa, Melisonisa, and Alegresa al Curo. So what this means is that some of you have actually been dealing with a lot of depression, worrying, what's happening around your stability, what's happening around your home, what is the stability. Maybe a lot of you have actually been thinking about moving, and then now you know that the idea of actually changing location has been postponed. But good news is coming up, okay? Good news is happening. The Page of Swords is reversed, and like I said, it's usually someone who's kind of immature, kind of like more vindictive. But happy days are coming. But remember, don't always believe everything that you read or see, even though there might be people who are bringing very good news to you and making you think that something is happening. Make sure that you've crossed all your T's, you've dotted all your I's. Make sure that all contracts are viewed twice by you, and if you have a lawyer or if you have someone that you really trust, make sure that there's another pair of eyes that are also overseeing any documentation that might be passing through your hands. Another thing that I'm seeing here, is that maybe you are the one that's withdrawing from groups, and maybe you're the one that's kind of been feeling a little left out, or maybe you're just depressed, you know, and that happens, but you know, you'll definitely get out of this. Maybe some of you have been really sad about being stuck in the home, but happy days are coming. Remember, these are just the next 48 hours. Within the next 48 hours, just remember to look over every documentation that you have, any sort of communication that you have. Maybe make sure that you double check. And if you are dealing with depression or you're dealing with any sort of sadness, make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people that make you feel safe and loved and celebrated, because you'll definitely get out of this, Taurus. You'll definitely start to feel better, but definitely surround yourself with people who are making you feel worthy of love. Let me just do a quick 48-hour pull for Taurus. Going to be for single Taurus only. Single Taurus. Single Taurus. I'm just going to do a one card pull. So, Taurus, let me go ahead and zoom in because I want you to see the card for what it really is. Okay. So, Taurus, right now you have the Ten of Pentacles. Now remember, this particular deck only talks about your romantic relationship, so this is only for single Taurus. Now, single Taurus, you got the Ten of Pentacles. If you look at the picture, you have a man who's eating her up. She's actually surrounded by sweet fruit, and he's actually looking at her, desiring her. He's not necessarily touching her as of yet, and she's lightly teasing him with the grapes, right? So it could be that single Taurus, you have someone who's actually been looking at you. This card also represents vanity of love. you have to love yourself in order for others to love you, right? You must love yourself before you can love someone else. Now remember, when you're desiring someone, it has to be mutual, right? So I see that you have a lot of people kind of wanting your attention, and you're kind of teasing people. You're kind of making the sexual tension between you very intense. You're taking your time with making a decision with whoever you decide to be with. You're also taking your time in deciding if this is someone who's worthy of your time and body. And I think that's awesome. You know, everyone should take their time and just do what you feel is comfortable. And, you know, people usually tend to show their true colors, you know, on their own and organically. Okay, Taurus, for the next 48 hours, this is going to be a love card pull for my Tauruses that are in a relationship, dating, or married. The Tower. Okay, so this card, let me just make sure you guys are seeing this. Okay. So Taurus, anyone who is dating, in a relationship, or married, or in between, Taurus, you have the Tower card. Now, the Tower card usually means betrayal. It's usually like a very dangerous situation, betrayal, deception, something of a breakup. Taurus, if you're in a relationship right now and you guys haven't been feeling each other, you guys are not really understanding each other, this card definitely means to protect yourself from a threat by using all your resources. Meaning, right now, if you are going through a breakup, a divorce, make sure that you are being protected. What does that mean? I'm not stating that your partner is dangerous, but just protect yourself mentally, protect yourself spiritually. If that means that you have to actually physically leave the location that you're in with your partner at the moment, it's okay to leave. It's okay to pause. It's okay to walk away from a situation that you feel no longer is serving you. Again, Taurus, if you also feel that you're in a situation where you're trying to prevent a breakup, remember, Taurus, that breakups don't necessarily always mean the end, right? Remember that it has to take two partners in order for a relationship to be successful. And I have a feeling that you guys have hit a brick wall where maybe one person is trying and the next person is not. Okay? Remember that in order for you to be in a successful relationship, you must feel loved and protected. And it could be that your partner's also feeling that way. Maybe someone was caught cheating. Another thing that I could definitely see here is that maybe someone had another significant other, and that's definitely coming out. And Taurus, you would have to make a decision if this is something that you would like to keep on going. Another thing is that maybe you have been the one that's actually been with someone, and that those secrets are coming out. That deception is coming out. So Taurus, for the next 48 hours, it's a little intense. It's a little intense. But remember, do everything that you need to protect yourself. Use all your resources. Make sure that you are putting yourself in a position where you remain safe and that other person remains safe. Okay? Another thing I do want to mention, Taurus, because this card was kind of intense. Make sure that any photos, emails, any sort of communications is actually within your reach. So I don't know if you have any sort of proof or documentation, video, but make sure that it's kept safe. I guess update your software, your hard drive, make sure that you have everything you need, so that when you decide to make a move, when you decide to leave, you have all your papers in order. That's another thing that I'm getting, okay? So Taurus, this has been a 48-hour read, a tarot read for you. Remember, my name is Persephone. This has been the Hermit Tarot. If you are interested in joining or participating in the free personal reading contest, go ahead and subscribe, leave me a comment. And if there's other styles or topics that you would love for me to do, go ahead and leave me a comment as well. I will see you in the month of July. Have a good day, Taurus.